Your life as a single drop of poison climbing the ladder of assassins and kings level 1. Birth in the dark, you are born in silence. A single shimmering droplet, suspended at the tip of a glass pipette. Around you, stainless steel counters, humming refrigerators, the bitter smell of solvents. You are nothing more than potential, clear, odorless, innocent. But innocence doesn't last long in places like this. Gloved hands move quickly. Labels are written with shaking precision. Class X, neurotoxic, immediate fatality. You hear the faint music of rainfall outside the loud windows, but inside, the world is all metal, glass, and secrecy. You do not choose your purpose. Humans choose it for you. And your purpose is death. Level 2. The courier, you are sealed inside a tiny vial, wrapped in brown paper, slipped into a courier's jacket pocket. The room smells of cheap coffee and burnt anxiety. He is not a criminal. Not yet. Just a desperate man with hospital bills thicker than his courage. As he exits into the alley, cold air hits your container. Rain splashes the pavement, mixing with the smell of diesel fumes and wet cardboard. You ride against his chest, feeling his heartbeat. Fast, guilty, terrified. Every step he takes echoes your future. He doesn't know what he's carrying. But the man waiting behind the barbed wire gate does. A handoff. A silent nod. A weight lifted from one soul and transferred to another. You've just entered level 2 of the hierarchy, and there's no going back. Level 3, the black market. You sit on a cracked table beneath a flickering bulb. Around you lies an orchestra of forbidden things, unregistered pistols, forged passports, human desperation stacked like inventory. The air is pungent, gun oil, sweat, and mold. Arguments flare in 3 languages. A man counting money taps each bill like it owes him an apology. A buyer arrives, face hidden under a hood. He lifts your vial to the light, watching you swirl gently like a captive storm. Fast, quiet, untraceable. The seller whispers. You feel pride. If poison can feel pride, you were engineered to be perfect. The buyer pockets you, alongside a stack of cash and a folded photograph of a woman he once loved. You won't meet her, but she will shape your destiny. Level 4. The apprentice assassin. You are now in the hands of a beginner, an assassin still earning his first stripes. His apartment reeks of stale cigarettes and metallic fear. On his desk, manuals on toxins, shaky handwriting in a worn notebook, and a cheap silver locket with a child's picture inside. He stares at you for hours, not because he admires you, but because he fears what you will make him become. At night, he trains, crushing charcoal for improvised inks, practicing steady hand movements, whispering mantras he barely believes. You sit there, silent, watching a man turn into a weapon. You are both transforming, both becoming something irreversible. When he finally unscrews your cap, you smell the sharp sting of betrayal in the air. Level 5. Delivery to the target. You are hidden inside a crystal perfume bottle. A single droplet of you turns the floral sweetness into a silent execution. An O scent. No clue. No mercy. You travel through a mansion filled with gold-trimmed ceilings, expensive cigars, and the hollow laughter of people drunk on power. The target is a mid-level tyrant, a politician who built his empire on silence, voices, and broken promises. His office smells of leather, ink, and corruption. He spritzes the perfume onto his neck, onto his wrists, oblivious. Your touch is microscopic. Your effect is colossal. His breathing stutters. His heartbeat misfires. Within minutes, the man who commanded entire districts collapses onto a carpet threaded with symbols of heritage he never honored. You have climbed your first rung in the hierarchy of death, but higher powers are watching. Level 6. Retrieval by the Syndicate. After the politician's death makes global headlines, the assassin panics. He destroys the perfume bottle, but keeps what remains of you in your vial. Bad choice. A black SUV screeches outside his apartment. Heavy boots storm in. Shouts. Gunshots. A body hitting the floor with sickening finality. You are taken, not with care, but with reverence, by a veteran enforcer. This man's hands never shake. His suit smells like gunpowder and imported whiskey. He pockets you next to a gold-plated lighter engraved with an emblem you don't yet understand. You are no longer an apprentice's tool. You are an asset of the Syndicate.
Sire, the
and
dossier
they
on
have
the
far
neighboring
greater
kingdom.
targets in mind.
Show me. Note
Level
the commander's
7.
portrait.
The
I
kingpin's
see.
table. The
Indeed.
meeting room is cavernous, draped in velvet and shadow. A dozen figures sit around a long oak table. Their watches cost more than most families earn in a year. Their decisions end more lives than any disease. The kingpin himself, calm, wide-shouldered, eyes like dead stars, holds you gently. He studies you as though reading scripture. On the table lies a dossier. The name of a rival cartel leader, locations of his safe houses, routes of his convoys, photos of his loyal men. The room smells of cigar smoke and ambition. Deals are struck with nods instead of words. You will shift the balance. The kingpin whispers. You are promoted from a tool to a strategy. Level 8. Used by a sovereign, you are smuggled across borders in a diplomatic pouch. The world outside buzzes with airport announcements, perfume counters, and the metallic scent of security
Tell
scanners.
us the truth.
You arrive inside a palace. Silk curtains, marble floors, the intoxicating aroma of jasmine, and old money. A monarch sits on a throne that has witnessed centuries of glory and
Watch out!
bloodshed.
Got it.
His crown
Secure
rests
it.
beside a dossier containing the name of a rebellious duke threatening a coup. The king signs the decree. His advisors bow. You are handed to a royal assassin. Silent, faceless, flawless. Tonight, a duke will dine on a meal touched by your presence. A single drop stirred into his wine. A crimson swirl of fate disguised as luxury. Be
Behold, the vial of
rebellion
truth.
ends
This
before
is
it
the
begins.
evidence that will prove
You have
everything.
now served
I
warlords,
present it to the court.
syndicates, and royalty. You have become the invisible thread that binds empires and buries them. Level 9. The
Take
reckoning.
that,
The
you
king
pompous
grows paranoid.
fool! Oof, how
Whispers
dare
spread
you!
that he used poison to secure his crown. Foreign powers circle him like sharks. Even his most trusted advisor watches him with calculating eyes. The royal assassin, the only witness to your deeds, is taken away in chains. Interrogated. Broken. You are retrieved from his quarters by soldiers wearing ceremonial red. They deliver you to the king's most feared enemy, a general seeking revenge for his brother, the duke you helped eliminate. This general does not want to use you. He wants to expose the king. Your vial is placed on a velvet cushion in the throne room during a forced coup.
Unhand me, you
general's
brutes!
voice
I am your
thunders
king!
accusations.
Quiet, your majesty.
Treason,
We must move you now.
regicide,
No!
the use of
Release
forbidden
me!
toxins.
Soldiers,
The king
we stand
lunges forward,
triumphant!
grabbing you with
Onward to
trembling
glory!
hands, not in
Victory
power.
is
But
ours!
panic. He tries to destroy
Quick,
you.
rewrite them all!
Shatter
This
the
never
evidence.
happened!
T
Hurry
overwrite
before they
history.
see! No time,
But the
just
general
change it!
strikes his
It's
arm.
done!
You slip from the king's grip. You fall. Gravity pulls you toward the marble floor. The world spins in a blur of torchlight and terror. The glass shatters. You spill out onto the floor, your clarity mixing with royal blood from the king's wounded hand. Your purpose is complete. Your climb is over. Ending the cycle. You were born in a quiet laboratory. You climbed through criminals, syndicates, nobles, and kings. You shaped destinies without ever speaking a word, but in the end, you learn the truth. Power fears poison.
Careful with
yet
that
it always
mixture.
reaches
I know,
forward.
it's stabilizing now. The pH
Power
is
uses
dropping.
you until
Record
power
this.
destroys itself. And his guards drag away the king's trembling body as the general declares a new era. As advisors scramble to rewrite history, you lie on the cold marble floor, a silent reminder that every ladder, no matter how high, always ends with someone falling. The world forgets the drop, but it never forgets the consequences, and somewhere, in another hidden lab, another droplet is already being born. The cycle continues.